Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's make progress. So we move to a simple topic known as interest. So under interest, there are certain terms which we need to know or not. So these terms are principal amount. So principal amount, this is the amount of money that is initially borrowed from the bank or invested. So this is the money you borrow from the bank or the money you invest at the bank. So then there's also rate of interest. So this is the rate of this is the rate of interest at which the principal amount is given to someone for a certain period of time. So rate of interest is usually in percentage. Yeah. Then we move to time. So this is the duration for which the period amount is given to someone. So time can be in years or it can be in months, depending on with the bank, yeah, or the loan. Then there's also what is called accrued amount. So this is the principal amount plus the interest amount the person returns to the bank. So under interest, there are two types of interest. There is what is called simple interest and compound interest. So first and foremost, let's look at simple interest. So by definition, simple interest is the method to calculate the amount of interest charged on the principal amount at a given rate for a given period of time. So to calculate simple interest, the formula is P times R times T. So where P stands for principal, R rate, and T time. So simple interest is equal to price or principal times rate times time. Then what I'm interested in is not simply simple interest, but what is called as amount accrued on simple interest. So the amount accrued on simple interest, to calculate the amount accrued on simple interest, the formula is principal plus simple interest. So the formula is principal plus simple interest. So as you know, so you know that the formula for simple interest, so it's accrued amount is equal to principal plus, for simple interest the formula is principal times rate times time. So this is the formula for simple interest here. So now as you can see, here you have a P and here you have a P. So P is common. So you can do what? You can factor out P. So the formula will remain as accrued amount is equal to. So you move P outside here. So here when P goes out here, you remain with what? A 1. So it's 1 plus. Here you're going to remain with the rate times time. So the formula for accrued amount is principal open bracket 1 plus rate times time. So amount accrued, you add the simple interest, you add back the simple interest to the principal. Yeah, so let's look at the example here. So the example is saying Chanda has borrowed K 1000 from Wape and the rate of interest was at 5%. What could be the simple interest if the amount was borrowed for 3 years? So here we are looking for simple interest. So we have the formula here for simple interest, which is here. So let's identify first principal, rate, and time from the question here. So for principal is equal to, so principal is this 1000 here, so this is the principal, which is 1000 K 1000. Then we have the rate, so rate is equal to 5%. Then time, so time is equal to, so for was borrowed for 3 years, so time is 3 years. So now let's input the formula for simple interest. So simple interest is equal to principal times rate times time. So simple interest is equal to, so what's our principal? So our principal is 1000 times our rate is 5%. So 5%. So you know that every percent is always what? Over 100. So over 100% times, what's our time? Our time is 3 years. So this will be k. So 3 times 1000. So we are going to have 3000 times 5 divided by 100. This is 0.005. Yeah, so it's 0.05. Yeah. Then you multiply 3000 times 0.05. So 3000 times 0.05. So the answer is equal to k 150. So this is the formula for, this is the final answer for simple interest. So the simple interest was 150 from the given question. Now the question continues to say calculate the amount to be returned. So the amount to be returned is the accrued amount. This is the amount to be returned. So let's go to the formula for accrued amount. So accrued amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. So we have our principal to be what? 1000 here. Then our simple interest. Simple interest is this 150 which we are from calculating. So that you just say what's our principal? Our principal is k 1000 plus simple interest which is k 150. So which is equal to 1000 plus 150. So the final answer will be 1150. So this is the amount which will be returned. Yeah. Or if you want, you can use this formula here, which is here. So this formula is accrued amount is equal to principal, then 1 plus rate times time. So we say accrued amount is equal to, so what's our principal? Our principal is k 1000, then 1 plus, so our rate is 0.05. So 0.05 times 3, which is equal to, so 0.05 times 3, so this will be 1000, then 0.05 times 3 gives 0.15. So 0.15 plus 1, you are going to have 1.15. So 1.15 times 1000, you're going to get 1150. So this is the amount to be returned, which is the accrued amount. So now let's move on to the second interest. So the second interest is compound interest. So by definition, compound interest is interest accumulated on the principal amount and the interest accumulated over the previous period. So the formula for compound interest is PT is equal to PO multiplied by 1 plus debt to the power time. So this PT represents future value, then PO represents present value, which is the principal. Then 1 plus this salary unit is rate, then this is time. So let's look at next example. So our example is saying K 35,000 is invested at 8% compound interest for 3 years. Then calculate the value of the investment at the end of 3 years. So you have to find the compound interest after 3 years. So we're going to use this same formula which is here. So A is saying PT is equal to PO, then 1 plus R to the power T. So our PO is 35,000. So PO is equal to K 35,000. Then our rate is equal to 8%. Then our T is equal to 3 years. So to find the compound interest is equal to, so PO, which is 35,000 multiplied by 1 plus. So what is our rate? Our rate is 8%. So 8%, when you convert it, because every percentage is always over 100. So 8 divided by 100, you're going to have 0.08. Then the power time, which is 3. So this will be equal to 35,000. Then 1 plus 0.08, you're going to have 1.08 to the power 3. So, so 35,000. Then 1.08 to the power 3 gives 1.259,712. So this same, now you multiply these two values. So multiplied by 35. So this gives is equal to 44,089.92. So therefore, this is the value of the investments at the end of 3 years, which is the compound interest. Now let's move on to element B. So element B is saying compute the present value of receiving 10,000 in 3 years. So you're going to use this same formula of simple interest. So present value is equal to future value is equal to present value, then multiplied by 1 plus rate to the power time. So we have been told to find what the present value. So the present value is this value. So to find the present value, what we're going to do is we're going to divide by 1 plus r to the power t. Even here 1 plus r to the power t. So present value is equal to future value over 1 plus r to the power t. So we have our future value to be 10,000. This 10,500 here. Then we have rate, which is still at 8%, and time is still 3 years. So present value is equal to, so future value we have to say is 10,500 over 1 plus rate. So our rate is 8%. When you convert it, because it's a percentage, it's going to be 0.08 to the power 3. So if we go back to our previous question, 1 plus 0.08 to the power 3, it gave us this value, which is 1.25912. So present value is equal to, so 10,500 over, so here you're going to replace this value, which is 1.259,712. So 1.259,712. So 10,500 divided by this value. So let me just calculate it in the calculator. So this is giving something like 8,335.2385. So this is the value, this is the present value. So this present value, when you compound it, it's going to give you a future value of 10,500 in 3 years at the rate of 8%. As simple as this. So this is all about simple interest and compound interest, but there is more to this.